Awesome. So we're going to start off sitting. We haven't done these in a while. We're going to do what's called a volcano breath. And if you don't remember, I'm going to explain it to you anyway. You're going to put your hands at your heart center, palms together. You breathe in. And while you're holding your breath, you shoot your hands up. And then you exhale and you bring it down. And that's it. So we're going to do several of those. So go ahead and put on your mindful posture. Now let's just take kind of a inventory of what we're feeling like today. Notice what's kind of swirling around inside you today. And then maybe what are we trying to get out of doing mindfulness today? What are we hoping to achieve, have, leave with? Awesome. I'm going to start with those palms together. We're going to breathe in through our nose, shooting our hands up, and exhale. Let's do that again. Palms together, inhale. Shooting hands up, and exhale. We're gonna do one more of these and I'm gonna change it up. Breathing in. Shooting hands up, and exhale. Putting hands together, I'm gonna say something as we bring them down again in a minute. I want you just to kind of like let the words just absorb them like you're a little sponge, okay? So letting your air out. Breathing in. Shooting hands up. Exhale. May I be happy. Just think those words as I say them. Breathing in. Shoot the hands up. Exhale. May I be healthy. Hands together. Breathing in. Shooting hands up. May I be safe. Hands together, breathing in. Shooting them up. May I live a life of ease. We're going to do that series just one more time, then we'll move on. Breathing in. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. Last one. May I live a life of ease. Awesome. If you're able to stand next to what you're sitting on, great. And if you're not able to have my kind of setup, that's totally fine. Just do what you're able to do, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our mountain pose. I'm going to stand back here. Actually, I'm going to turn my chair because I'm eventually going to sit in it like that so you can see me better. Mountain pose. I've got my hands in my heart. You can have them on your hips. You can have them down to the side. Whatever feels right to you. Shoulders are back and down. They're broadened. Micro bend in the knee. We don't lock our knees. Head is directly above your neck. And just standing strong. Excellent. When you're ready, you're going to go ahead and swoop your hands up. Again, broaden your shoulders, moving them away from your ears. You can't see what I'm doing, but I've got my hands extended out, stretching, almost like I'm grabbing a giant beach ball. Perfect. Now, if you're able to use the back of the chair, totally go for it. Otherwise, you can always do these modifications on the floor. I'm going to do a forward bend with my chair. So I'm going to put my elbows on it and just bend. You can always use the edge of your bed if you need to and just kind of sit back into it. You should have your arms supporting you so your back gets a little bit of a break. Awesome. Coming back up, we're going to go into a chair lunge. So you've got a lunge going on. Again, you don't have to have the chair, but if you do have one, you're welcome to hold on to the back of it and standing nice and strong. Lift up your heart. Again, broaden the shoulders, moving them away from the ears. Excellent. Standing strong. I definitely feel that in my back leg. Perfect. Now, swooping your hands up. This is now warrior one that we're in. You can actually bring your heel down, this foot pointed that way. This one turns slightly in, hips facing that direction. Let's just sit in that power right now, feeling very strong in our bodies. I know Sharon talked to you guys about self-image this week, and this is a time to celebrate what our body can do, because our bodies do some pretty amazing things. Awesome. Coming back to standing, you're now going to do a chair dog. So your hands are extended now, your arms are extended, leaning back into that. This is a deeper stretch than the bend we did. And I don't know about you, but that feels really good to my back right now. Excellent. Step back into a lunge. I did the wrong leg. Stepping the opposite leg back this time. We always balance out with yoga. So we've got our lunge. You're welcome to hold on to your chair if you want, or you can simply stand. And then we're going to bring that heel down, turning our foot at an angle, bringing your arms straight up into warrior one. If this feels a little wibbly wobbly, you're welcome to adjust. I feel like my warrior one's a little short right now, so I'm bringing my lunge out a bit. Do what feels right to you. Excellent. Bring your hands on down. If you're using the back of the chair, step back, not quite as far. We're going into our forward bend again. So you get your elbows on the chair and just stretching. This is a great time to check your breathing. Are you breathing like we did at the beginning? Awesome. Now you're going to step back from the chair and we're going to go in chair pose, which for me is a difficult pose. It feels really strong in my legs, but that's what we're doing today is we're celebrating our strengths. So you're going to sit back like you're sitting back into an invisible chair, bringing your hands up. Again, shoulders away from the ears. Sit deep into your invisible chair. We're going to hold this just a moment more. Pushing back out of that, stretching the legs out, floating the hands down. Excellent. We're going to do this one more time, but here's my challenge to you. We're going to move with every breath, okay? So just follow along with me. Try to keep up. No big deal. It's kind of like a power flow. So we're going to start here. Just follow as best you can. Inhale, upward mountain. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, chair dog. Exhale, hold chair dog. Inhale, opposite leg lunge. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, hold warrior one. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, holding forward bend. Exhale, holding forward bend. Inhale, one last moment here. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, holding chair pose. Exhale, holding chair pose. Inhale, pushing up to upward mountain. Exhale, hands back down to your heart. Woo! That was where it was at. That was crazy. Let's do some wind down ones before we do our meditation. Got my chair turned this way now. I'm gonna do some gentle twists. So just check in with your body right now. How did that feel? That was a really short exercise, but I tell you, I'm a little bit winded right now just because that was kind of a lot to do. So all that to say, you really don't need any supplies to do yoga or mindfulness. You can do it with a chair. You could have done it with your bed. So pretty neat. Let's go ahead and take a twist. What you're gonna do is, while seated, you're gonna take your arm and put it on the opposite side of your opposite leg. So this is my left arm. I'm putting it on the opposite side of my right leg. From your perspective, this might be my right arm on the outside of my left leg. You're going to bring your chest up, turning to look behind you. Don't try to wrench your back with the chair. That's not good. Just lean back. You can just drape your arm over the back of it if you need. Looking back over that shoulder. Breathing in here. You can use this arm to kind of push yourself and deepen the stretch if it feels right to you. Slowly unwind. Excellent. Same thing, other side. Bring the other arm up. Set it across your body on the opposite side of your opposite leg. Leaning up, lifting up your chest. We're not hunched over. Check your posture, looking back behind that opposite shoulder. Again, you can use this front arm to kind of push yourself and deepen the stretch if that's accessible to you right now. Awesome. Slowly unwind. Perfect. So let's do some shoulder rolls just while we're here. We've loosened them up. Bring your hands up. Lean back. Coming forward, maybe giving yourself a hug. Again, we gotta feel good about ourselves. We gotta love ourselves. We got to think about what is our self-image and what is the narrative in my mind. Am I thinking good things about myself, or am I thinking negative things about ourselves? Because the constant negative thought is really bad for our brain and also for our physical health. Did you know that thinking negatively over time can make you sick in your body? Kind of crazy. Notice which arm's on top. I've got my right arm on top, and now swap. Again, giving ourselves some love. We can't really love others well if we don't love ourselves. Can't really be a good friend to others if you're not really a good friend to yourself. Out of that confidence and that compassion, you're able to confidently and compassionately love others. It doesn't mean we're perfect, but it does mean that we're on a journey and we respect our journey. Awesome. Go ahead and unwind. Kind of just let your arms sit wherever feels right to you. They could be on your knees, palms of upwards, together. We're going to shift into our meditation time. So I'll give you a second to kind of find that area, that space that feels right to you. And again, like we've done the past couple of times, I want you just to sway a little bit if you've already found your spot, because this activates both sides of our brain, and that's really good for our brain. Especially if you've got some stress kind of hanging out up there. We're just going to give that stress a place to go, and that's in my spine where I'm doing some swaying. Awesome. Deep breath in and out. Breathing in again and out. We do the yoga first so that we can meditate. It's very hard for lots of people, me included, to just sit down and start meditating. Not possible. The yoga allows us to move our bodies so that we can then breathe a little deeper, so then we can focus our minds. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey today with our meditation. I invite you to close your eyes. If you're not comfortable with that, you can simply look downwards and soften your gaze. Again, sitting nice and tall, but soft, not rigid. We're going to receive whatever comes to us today. So, again, an imagery type journey. So I'm going to guide you to someplace pretty special. I want you in your mind to picture where you are right now. Sitting somewhere in a room, thinking about what color the shirt is that you're wearing, and maybe if there are any noises happening around you, maybe thinking about the sound of my voice. And I want you to imagine that the room you're in is shifting a little bit, and you notice that there's something a little different, but the room itself looks the same. And you decide you're going to go and check things out outside. So you get up from where you are, and you walk out the door until you reach the outside. And you notice that though the inside is the same, the outside looks very different. You are on the edge of a forest. And this forest is like something you'd see from a fairy tale. It's lush and green. You can hear animals chirping and singing. You notice flowers and mossy trees, all kind of just there, you know, at the edge of wherever you're standing. And you notice that there's a little trail leading into the forest. Now, this is a safe forest, so you feel pretty comfortable with going on this path. And so you do. You begin to walk down the path. And you hear the crunching of leaves beneath your feet. You can smell damp forest air. It smells like it's just maybe rained not long ago. You can see birds flitting from tree to tree. It's a really lovely forest. And as you walk down the path, you start to feel as though something's maybe drawing you down the path. Something almost like calling to you. And so you keep going until the path emerges into a clearing, a little meadow. And in this meadow is a beautiful and quaint cottage. Again, like something you'd see from a fairy tale. Warm and cozy. It has flowers outside of it. It has maybe a little garden, perhaps a chimney, and maybe a little bit of smoke coming from a small indoor fireplace. And you decide you're going to go in because you have a feeling that this is the place you were being called to. So you walk up the stone steps and you get to the big wooden door and you knock. And the door opens, and there, standing in the doorway, is someone you care about very much. Someone who knows you really well. It might have been someone you haven't seen for a while. But even if you have seen them recently, it's someone who knows you intimately. They call you inside, and maybe you share a hug, or maybe you just share some laughs as you reunite with each other. And you look around and see this cozy cottage that they're in, and they invite you to have a seat at the table. And they've prepared all of your favorite foods for you to eat there. As you share your meal, this person begins to tell you that they have something important to say. And this person says, I have to tell you that there are many things that you can do, and there are many things that you're very strong at. You're a very strong person. And so this person begins to list all of the things that you are good at, the things that are your strengths and abilities, the things that set you apart from other people. And because this person knows you really well, you know they must be true. Listen for a moment at the things that they're telling you are your strengths and abilities. After a while, you realize that your time with this person is coming to a close. You exchange one more heartfelt, warm goodbye. And you walk back out the front door. You feel light as a feather. You feel confident, and you feel a renewed sense of self-worth because of all the things that they told you you could do. All the things that make you unique and very special. You meander down the trail, feeling the beauty surround you and recognizing the beauty that's within you. As you emerge at the end of the trail, you walk back inside the place that you started, and you come back to the seat that you've taken, and you notice that you're now back exactly where you were when we began this journey. You notice the temperature of the air in the room. You notice the weight of your clothes on your body. You notice the feeling of your tongue inside your mouth. You notice the sensation of your breath as it comes in and out of your lungs. And you rest in that assurance that you are a unique and different and good, just as you are, individual that has strengths and abilities. I will invite you now to wiggle your toes, to wiggle your fingers. And when you're ready, if you have your eyes closed, to bring them back open and back to your device. We'll take one more breath in, arms out, reaching up, palms together, bringing our hands down, and exhaling. We know that we are unique. We're all good at something, and I hope that in that journey you are reminded of the things that make you special and different and good. Thanks for meditating and doing yoga with me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.